What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with JW Kriewall.
Hey, guys.
We are at Full Grip Games. We are going to be playing some Sword and Shield format tabletop action for you all. Here today on my side of the table, I've got Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX, Malamar, and JW, what you got for us?
I have a Zacian with the spicy tech we thought of Andrew thought of. His boy Zapdos.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, you could just end a game on a Malamar.
You're right.
You could.
You're right.
I mean, it's just for one energy.
I mean, hitting 110, that's very relevant.
Pretty relevant.
You know,
yeah.
You're knocking out Absol, you're knocking out Malamar.
Yeah.
It seems okay.
Yeah, just a nice little, we'll give it the old collegiate attempt and see, you know, what comes of it. So.
That's right.
Thank you all for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure to check out FullGripGames.com. We got Sword and Shield singles available for order now. Also, FullGripCodes.com, where we have PTCGO codes for instant email delivery. I would like tails. And I will be going first.
You will.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, I'm really excited about this Malamar version of Mewtwo. Just a different way to play Mewtwo if you're not into welder decks. And I know there are, you know, an amount of us that just are not super into the welder deck. So, you know, I think that, I'm going to put my prizes out.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Very important.
Yep. Good luck and also have fun.
You as well.
Yes. Draw. No supporter on the first turn.
That's true.
But this is fine. We've got a pretty solid start. There are just an absolute ton of search cards in this deck. So I do like that about it. Even though there is only a 3/3 Malamar line, there are so many search cards. I mean, there's like Cherish Balls still.
Right.
Quick Balls.
Right.
And Mysterious Treasure.
Yeah,
and
and full counts of Mysterious Treasure and Quick Ball.
Yeah.
So.
And then like and 3 Cherish Ball or so. It's an absurd number. And thank you so much, Luminatus, for that sub. Thank you for being a part of Tricky Jim. And they have a question in the chats. They are looking to get started with paper cards. Any suggestions on decks?
Well, I would say Pikarom is probably here to stay. If you're looking for, I would say that's the budget tier 1 deck of this format. Probably the cheapest, best deck that you could buy. Zacians, as we were talking about earlier in the chat, go for, what, about $30? So you're looking at building that whole deck. It's probably going to run you maybe $200 to $300. I think Pikarom you could probably get safely for under $200, maybe $150.
For sure.
So that would probably be my recommendation for a new player. You know, and the other good thing about Pikarom is that there's a load of experience with that deck. It used to be a deck in the old format. It's still like kind of changed a little bit in this current format, and then heading into the new format, it still maintains.
I'm
its...
so bad at this. I just did it. I cannot get the action correct.
There you go.
I can't do it.
There you
no
go.
matter how hard I try. All right, and we're gonna pass to you.
So you have two cards, huh?
Yes, 2 cards in hand.
All right. I think I do it anyway.
Oh boy!
I do. I think I have the Marnie. So what I'm thinking here, I have Dedenne in hand, but obviously I know you're playing the
discard a Marnie. So you
know that I have, and also I really don't want to play the Dedenne if I don't have to, because you can just snipe that later in the game.
For sure.
So I'm kind of thinking we'll just go here with the Shrine. We attach the Big Charm. That's another big change that we made to this deck. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, we were talking about changing the Big Charm out for a for the frying pans.
Yeah.
So I'll Marnie.
Sure. And you're not going energy onto ADP first. You're just kind of like.
Oh, I should go. I should. Yeah, you're right.
I think you should attempt at least.
You're right. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So then we'll tag call.
Yeah. And tag call is just really good for fetching the ADP.
That's right.
Exactly what you want.
That's right. I might even fetch 2.
Right. And the damage that you're going to be incurring from Shrine of Punishment is not as big as the damage that I am going to be taking on my Mewtwo's. I mean, that helps set the Zacian up for a 260 damage attack there.
Get that going. Aurora Energy.
Yep.
I think discarding the other ADP is
seems fine. You only
fine.
ever need 1. Yeah.
And then I'll Intrepid Sword.
Sure. Excellent. I'm going to draw for turn. This is interesting for me. I think here, this is actually pretty easy as far as my decision goes. So We are going to Mysterious Treasure. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any draw support. Yeah. Because I have to draw cards.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
So we are going in with Gengar and Mimikyu tag team. This is honestly the best part of the Malamar Mewtwo deck is the ability to Horror House. Now, the cool thing about playing a Zacian deck into Gengar and Mimikyu is that you can still, if you want to, just draw cards.
That's true.
Yeah, you can still draw cards with Zacian and potentially get another energy attachment. Yeah, Shrine damage, thank you. So I'm going to get the Gengar and Mimikyu. I'm going to evolve into Malamar, use Psychic Recharge to put an energy there, and I am going to, I think 4 is a lot. No, I'm going to switch into Mewtwo.
Yeah, that doesn't feel correct.
No, it does not. I've already got 2 kind of like duders down here.
Yeah, I think those are just going to be your guys.
And then we are going to use Horror House GX.
Okay, and so I draw up to 7 as well, right?
Yes, we both fill our hand up to 7.
Ooh, all right. And then we'll take some more damage here. So this goes to 2, 2, 2, and a singleton right there. So I draw for turn. I guess I could Intrepid Sword, couldn't I?
That's the deal, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and Intrepid Sword. What the heck? Oh my gosh.
There you go. Did you know that if you hit 2 metals, you can get both? It's insane.
Yeah, I know.
If
you hit 3 metals, you can get.
You can get 3. Yep. Draw. Okay. Well, we have certainly got an interesting situation going on. I think at this point, now
that seems correct.
Yep, we got to get that thing out of there for sure. And I've just got a handful of like all my attackers and a quick ball, so that's fine. We're just going to probably go get Dedenne, and I think that this is probably the reason why this deck. Oh no, I'm not.
I don't believe you played Dedenne.
No, there's 2.
Oh, there's 2, and they're both prized.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and no, I mean they're both prized. Yes,
well,
there's 2 in the list.
Should I take a little pixie pie?
No, it's cool.
Okay.
I was gonna say like we didn't do any messing around with the list.
No,
last
we
night
didn't.
And
No,
Yeah, no, they're just both prized.
It's insane.
You do hate to see that.
Yeah. Brings me back bad memories of yesterday.
That is like the opposite of what I wanted to see. Okay, so we're not even going to get to really capitalize on the fact that we Horror House GX because we Horror House GX into a horrible hand. I mean, look at that.
That is atrocious.
This is what I Horror House GX'd into. This and the quick ball.
Atrocious.
So I was like, oh great, the quick ball is really going to bail me out here.
Yeah.
No, it will not. Instead, you're just going to have a huge hand.
That's true. I like this hand. It's very good. Many things I can do.
And get to do whatever you want. So that is unfortunate. I think I will probably just go get another Inkay then. And yeah, Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff still huge in Mewtwo decks for Pikarom. You just one hit KO the Pikarom so easily.
And we were playing it yesterday without the Mega Lopunny.
Yeah.
And then putting it in, it just has that easy, attack. 3 energy versus 4 energy is actually a huge deal because you can power it up in 1 turn as opposed to 2.
Yes. Now I could take the knockout probably with Poltergeist. I mean that. I guess.
Can you? Do you think you have?
I think you have 2 trainers in that.
Think so?
I do think that you do.
Interesting.
Do you think? Alternatively, I guess that was my first real search into the deck. Was it? No, it was not my first search into the deck. No. So I could have known that maybe I should discard somebody else, but it's cool. I was thinking I was discarding the whole hand. Alternatively, I retreat into somebody else and
sack
and I get 1 more energy on. No, I think I do take this knockout.
I think so.
Yeah, we're gonna go for Poltergeist. Let's see the hand. Man, if I had a great catcher, that ADP would have gone down for sure.
He's done.
Oh my gosh, sure. Right, I mean, I guess the
KO
the Marshadow.
Alrighty. So I think I'll go here. I feel like I do want to Ultra Creation still. Because I can't take a 1-shot.
Right.
So we'll try to pare the hand down a little bit.
You've done what you needed to do. At this point, you only need to take this knockout and one other. I mean, it's so easy. Right. Yeah.
So we'll tag call.
Yeah.
Mostly just to get it out of the hand. I don't really think I necessarily need to do anything else aside from try to avoid the Poltergeist play next turn. So we'll actually just take a look here through the deck, just make sure that, Okay, we got that. This, that, and then we'll shuffle. I'll probably go back in here. Guzma Hala seems appropriate. We'll discard a switch and a research. I just don't.
You just played Guzma Hala to guarantee the energy.
Well, no, just to get these out of my hand.
Oh, yeah, just to pare the hand down, so you were trying to get outside of Poltergeist range.
Exactly. So we'll just take this. Yeah, attaching that wouldn't be horrible. Attaching that to the active wouldn't be a horrible thing.
Right.
And then I think that'll probably just be the only thing that I grab. Like, I could get a stadium bump. That seems fine because the Marshadow's already in the discard, so there's no way to get that.
You already
back.
have one shrine down too, so there's only 2 shrine in the deck.
So maybe I'll just take the shrine to get it out of the deck.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I can get the additional damage.
No, but you've already set up yourself for game. So long as, like, even if I heal this somehow, you have 2 other tag team targets on the bench, both with damage on them.
So that's there. This is in the hand. I will attach the escape board. We'll attach an Aurora Energy. Let's go ahead and... I think the stamp is expendable at this point as well.
Sure.
Go there.
Yep.
We'll just bench that for the sake of having it down. I don't think that'll punish me. So we'll go ahead and Ultra Creation GX.
Sure. And I'll draw for turn. Okay, so we're a little bit better off this turn. Fortunately, we did find a Marnie off of our prizes. So I definitely need to take this knockouts, which we have the option to be able to do. I can attach an energy there for turn and then just Marnie us both. So going to shuffle up. And I got 5 and you get 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So my big issue now is that I don't have a super nice attacker in play. So
well, you could try to Dusknoir. You know, you could.
Well, I think
I'm just trying to look at your options. Excuse me, Poltergeist.
I also prized my Ultra Necrozma.
That's huge. That's enormous.
That's just horrible.
Yeah.
Prized the Ultra Necrozma. These prizes are just absolutely garbage. For sure. I was gonna say I could at least like put the Ultra Necrozma down, switch Psychic Recharge.
Yeah.
And then we like still get a knockout. But the Ultra Necrozma's prized. I don't really know.
This game, the deck has not been dealt in your favor.
Yeah, we can say that.
You're on the back foot.
So off of Quick Ball, yikes. Yeah, like Tag Purge is horrible. Just everything feels bad.
Yep.
I've already GX. Jumping Balloon does a hot 120, which is suboptimal as well.
Yeah.
We can't just like wait around, and I think like at this point,
I do feel like this is probably your best option.
Yes, to try and limit your hand. That's just like what we're looking at here, which is
not ideal. Not ideal.
It's a little bit rough. So I'm gonna go get another Mewtwo and Mew, I guess.
Start powering that up.
Yeah,
okay.
At least a clean one.
Okay.
So let's see here. I need some more room on my bench. Got Mewtwo and Mew. Thank you so much, Mr. Squeezle, for that sub. I actually do have 2 Malamars, and then I've already attached return here, unfortunately, but it's fine. We're going to Psychic Recharge 1 to this Mewtwo on the bench, and then I am going to Trevenant and Dusknoir you and shuffle these 2 back into the deck.
Ooh,
so
those are good ones.
Those do seem like pretty good ones.
That was my only draw supporter.
Cynthia and Caitlyn. We were back and forth on Cynthia and Caitlyn.
We were, but I kind of feel like having that out to tag call of just drawing 3.
Yeah.
Why not? Exactly.
Like if you have
it just
the
has
tag
that.
calls in the deck, right?
It just makes it makes that sense, right? It makes sense to have that draw inherent. You're playing 2. It's just that extra little bit of consistency, and it's not a ton of consistency. I mean, a lot of times you'd rather just discard the hand, but sometimes draw 3 can be just enough to get you where you need to go.
For sure.
So I have 2 cards remaining. I get to draw a card. And I mean, I have the energy, so we're just going to go here.
Yep.
And we're going to retreat manually, which feels horrific.
It does.
However, we need to do this What do I have? Is that correct damage?
180 is what you should have. So it's
180?
30 plus 150, right?
Okay. Oh, what it? Yeah, 180. There
Yep.
we go. And then knockout.
That's it.
Like
Zacian getting in there. 4
prizes.
prizes. Absolutely insane. But that is just what this deck does very consistently, and I was not able to punish that ADP, and I feel like in games where that ADP doesn't get punished, it's just it's really tough to come back from. So let's see here. I still cannot really knock this out. It's this weird situation because my biggest hitter in the deck right now, since I prized the Ultra Necrozma, is
Gengar
Mimikyu. So if I Marnie you, I make it less likely that you have 5 trainers in your hand.
Right.
So I think I cannot afford to Marnie, and I have to just try.
Which is very interesting.
Take the knockout.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
And that is interesting, and I think that's all we've got. So I'm going to attach, and I could also just knock out the ADP and hope you don't have... Yeah, I could double... No, but I don't have the...
That seems incorrect.
I don't have the Naganadel on my discard pile either. So literally...
Yeah, I think you only have one play.
Is to try and knock out this with sack with 5.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm hoping here. And if I do hit it, then great.
Yeah.
We have 4 energy. That would be enough to do, what, 8 times 3? Yeah, we'd be knocking this out if we had the Ultra Necrozma.
Yep.
No, actually, but I need the Aurora. But, I would have probably Marnied for it then. We are going to... Yeah, do you have it? 5?
I do.
Oh!
However, this puts us in a very interesting spot because I could win the game with Zapdos.
That's what I'm saying. This is the exact scenario that I was cooking up with the Zapdos.
Yeah.
Does Zapdos win the game?
Theoretically, I could, right? So I need to get a switch card, and I need to have a catcher hit. But I have 2 catchers in hand, and so we'll quick ball. I think the Zapdos is here. We have the Aurora Energy in hand.
I think.
And we have a Marnie, or we have a Sycamore or whatever.
You go for
Magnolia.
it.
Yeah, of course.
You just go for it with Zapdos. This is the exact situation, and it happened.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. So here's Aurora.
I played the deck enough that I was like, this situation pops up all the time. And here it goes. Now you need a switch.
Now I just need a switch.
That's it.
So we'll,
off of Stellar Wish too. Insane.
All right, here we go, chat. Should I do it one at a time?
Nah, just...
All right.
There it is.
Well played.
With the Zapdos. I told you it wasn't a bad idea,
That's
bro.
a great idea.
There we go.
No, it seems like proved its worth there in that first game.
First game, literally used it. And it's because that Zacian can be so... There's both the Dennes and the prizes and the Ultra Necrozma there. I think the Zapdos... Wow. I mean, yeah, that was it.
That was it.
It's exactly
That's all you needed,
situation.
Just a little cleanup.
Yep.
Cleanup hitter.
Imagine if you had to hit off of that Sycamore 2 Metal Saucers and...
Yeah, imagine. I don't think I could do that. Maybe you could do that.
Much more stressful, though.
yeah, much more stressful. Exactly.
Because you have to also hit the Gust. You didn't have the ability to knock out a clean Mewtwo either. So you have to hit the Gust anyway.
Right.
And that's kind of... Or like, Mimikyu something up. So, or not Mimikyu, Phione something up. So... I think that was really exciting to see, and the efficient attackers, I think, with Arceus, Dialga, Palkia, I mean, why not? You're doing more damage, you're taking more prizes. Resources can be low at the end of the game, especially after your big dog goes down, because you almost never get to Ultimate Ray.
Right.
Yeah, like, Ultimate Ray just doesn't do enough, frankly.
Yeah,
no. Even if the Arceus, Dialga, Palkia is not getting knocked out, as we saw there, you manually retreated it.
Right.
I did. You took all the
energy off because I'm like, this is not doing anything. And even if even if that sets me up for that position where you come back and knock me out, and I am bereft of attacker.
Right.
Then I mean that's still a better spot than trying to attack into that with the ADP.
Right. So very cool. I'm excited to see that get some usage. I will be electing to go first, and hopefully my prizes are not not quite as egregious this game.
You were kind of put back that one turn, and I think that might have just been all that I needed.
I mean, the fact that I horror housed into
nothing.
Nothing. Oh my gosh! Literally, if I just get a great catcher there, I take out the ADP. I mean, your hand is chock full of trainers.
Yep.
But sometimes you just get outplayed.
Yeah, exactly. That's just the long and short of it all.
As the chat is spamming right now. Yes, for sure. All right, very fun. Very fun matchup. Let's go first. Okay. See how we do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Interesting. I think that's, yeah, we've got one direction here. And it's pretty consistent with how this deck starts out almost every single time. Yeah. Draw. And this is fine. The cool thing about this is actually great.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this deck is that
got so many ball search.
I mean, the Horror House just draws you cards. If you go first, you get the turn 1 attachment. Turn 2, it's like maybe I'm not drawing too hot.
Yep.
We're just gonna juice this hand up the hard way.
Yep.
So I like that, and I'm really excited to see if the plan is able to kind of come into fruition this time. And I suspect that this is going to be a much stronger display here of the Malamar Mimikyu deck, or the Malamar Mewtwo deck, based on my opening hand, despite it not having a supporter in it, just because Gengar Mimikyu's that good. All right, pass to you.
Draw for turn. Oh my gosh. All right, so we'll tag call. Hand would have been really good with a quick ball. One way to discard a Metal Energy, of which I have 3 in my opening hand. Would have been very nice. However, we don't get that luxury. So I'm going to look through the deck here, try to find the other ADP. I think we can safely discard that.
It's like if the first one goes down, you're certainly not going in with another one.
We're not. Right. We're not. So go ahead and get that out of the deck here.
Right.
I could. No, that seems kind of wrong. But all right, we'll take that. I think that's going to be it. I do want to keep the Cynthia and Caitlyn. Again, we were talking about that earlier. We have another tag call, so that's like just another draw if I need it. So I think we're fine to just go there with the ADP. Shovel the deck up and play the Magnolia in my hand. I'll attach for turn here to the active, and then go ahead and give the Professor's Research.
Oh, there you go. But the saucer.
Getting rid of the saucer and 2 metals. Kind of stinky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very good. Okay. But now we're talking though. Now we're actually cooking. So I'll go ahead and play a switch into the Jirachi. Playing a skateboard, I think, is correct there. And then I'm actually going to Stellar Wish first. There's a lot of cards in my hand that I don't necessarily want to discard. So we'll Stellar Wish. This feels like a good card to just pitch, I think. Well, let me see. Yeah.
Were you able to find a Zacian here?
I am.
Okay,
yeah, that's
good.
kind of what I'm going for. So we'll Guzma Hala. We'll discard the quick
Did you
ball.
not just research?
No. I'm taking the Guzma Hala off the Stellar Wish. And then quick ball away the Guzma Hala.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get a Zacian. We do have a metal patch in hand. And then we're going to get to draw some cards with the ability. So that's all kind of nice. Have another supporter for next turn. Might not get to play it if you Horror House. But,
that's the goal. Yeah.
Yeah,
you can kind of, at this point, I mean, this is, I think, one of the most oppressive cards in our current standard format is Gengar Mimikyu GX, especially with the new turn 1 rules. But the thing is, it can punish you with the new turn 1 rules, if it goes second, because the opponent, turn 1 doesn't get to play a supporter, then you Horror House, and then you get to play another turn. Both with supporters before you get to play 2 supporters before your opponent gets to play 1, which is insane. And then another thing that you can do is, as we're about to show right here, you attach turn 1, turn 2, you get the Horror House GX, fill your hand to 7 play.
Sure.
And then, how many cards are in your hand right now?
I have 5.
Yeah, I do wish that I could like Marnie you into a new hand. Here you're only drawing 2. So like
that seems reasonable.
Yeah. We're gonna Horror House, and I'm gonna get 5.
Okay.
So we're going to GX there. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Excellent. Yep.
I cannot play a card from my hand. However,
if you Zacian, you can put yourself in the danger zone.
I was going to say, I don't even know that. I mean, I will. I guess I should flip for sleep. So this is a couple sleep checks. I'm awake.
You can Stellar Wish.
I was going to say, I will Stellar Wish. Yeah. And I think that would give you like a clue, right? If I take something.
That you're either not close or way over.
Right.
Or like the 2 options.
Right, exactly. So we'll take.
So like I'm gonna try and like, I think either way my route is more or less the same.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. So we'll take a quick ball.
Sure.
And then I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Go ahead and shuffle up. And it's your go.
All right, excellent. Now this is the exact start that you want as the Malamar Mewtwo deck. I don't think it gets like much better than this. It's pretty ideal. So let's Cherish Ball first. We're gonna get ourselves probably that Ultra Necrozma that I was so desperately missing, and we got to send that thing to the discard pile for sure. So we are going to Great Catcher the Arceus Dialga Palkia, and then we are going to Mysterious Treasure away the Aurora.
Really? Okay, interesting.
I have another one.
Okay,
yeah.
Very good.
In my hand, right? So because I'm about to Dedenne. So we're gonna go get this, and then we're going to attach the Aurora Energy discarding switch and data change for 6 new cards.
So Homesick Mister brings up a point here. Did JW draw for turn after the GX attack? I didn't want to use the ability, so I didn't want to have more cards in my hand.
Right, because he's probably saying like, all right.
Unless he's saying did I draw for turn after you attack your house?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I did.
Like,
I maybe didn't. Like, if I draw into a trainer, then I would not have. You know.
Yeah. Well.
Whatever.
Yeah. It is what it is now. Let's see. I got 6 new cards after the data change. 3, 4, 5, 6. So
the idea with not using the ability there, I could see maybe draw for turn. Maybe I didn't draw for turn. I took an extra card to my hand off the Jirachi.
That's fine.
like, I mean, it is
it's
what
all
it is.
Gonna come out in the wash at this point. All right, I'm Mysterious Treasure, and get myself another Malamar, I believe. And let's see how many psychics we have. 1 in the discard pile. That's fine. I think like the primary one that the primary attacker that I want in this matchup is just the Ultra Necrozma. So we got that in the discard pile. We got the Aurora Energy on the Mewtwo, and we're just kind of hoping that this is going to get us there. We'll use Psychic Recharge. Bring another energy onto the Mewtwo and Mew, and then we are going to Poltergeist.
Okay, so there's 5.
5. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I took the quick ball, right? Because I was like, all right, I can do that.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's fine.
So we'll take that.
So put you to 250 damage.
Yes.
Which is fine. Yeah, 240. I really can't expect the one-hit knockout there. You only had 5 cards in hand previously. I was like, you're only drawing 2 off the Horror House. Still a very strong hit, though. Turn 2 for me. So
right. So I'll play another
turn 3, I should say.
Zacian down. Now I have to decide: do I want to Marnie or not? Marnie or Research? And I have 2 metals in hand. So all I'm looking for here is the Aurora Energy, but I feel like I can't pitch too many more metals. Like we're already down 2 metal saucers. It's just not, not ideal. I could also Cynthia Caitlyn. That seems pretty reasonable as well. Just draw a straight 3 to this hand, which seems okay. I can discard some stuff with Quick Ball. I can play a few more things. So
you just need the Aurora.
I need the Aurora Energy. I have a Quick Ball, so I could just pitch the hand if worst comes to worst. I'm just kind of wondering, I have to make this decision between Marnie or Cynthia and Caitlyn.
But you've already got the Quick Ball in this hand.
I do have the Quick Ball in this.
So then you just Cynthia and Caitlyn.
That's what I'm
thinking.
You guarantee
9 cards.
That's what I'm thinking.
Guarantee 9 cards.
So we'll go ahead and Cynthia and Caitlyn. I think I will pitch the Professor's Research, and I'll take a Professor's Research back.
Yep.
I'll draw 3. Hate to see it. No, this is going to be so bad, though. This is going to be so bad. All right, so we Quick Ball.
Certainly you could discard a metal or something, right?
Well, I have so many metals. That's the problem.
Is that you have metals in the discard?
I do have metals in the discard, but I want to be able to attach metals like during the course of the game.
Sure.
So we'll go ahead with the Quick Ball.
Beelzebub was a different copy of the Research that you got back, right? Yeah,
it was a different copy.
Yeah.
It was a different copy.
There were multiple copies of the Research, so
I played the Research.
Little sleight of hand there. Yeah.
What the heck? What are you talking about? There's the Research.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, it's the same. Yeah, there's different copies of Research.
Let's see. How many cards in your hand? 5 or 3 or something?
Yeah.
You got 3?
Yeah, it says you cannot
take that.
You can't choose Cynthia Caitlyn or a card you discarded with the effect of this card. It means the actual physical card you discarded, not the name of the card you discarded. Yeah,
so we'll bring up a Malamar. I have this because I'm going to just pitch it anyway, so I figure we'll use the Pokemon Catcher, do something like that. You got how many cards in your hand? You had 5 or something?
4.
4. All right, and we'll Dedenne.
Yeah.
Discard. See, this was what I was worried about, is ditching all of these metals.
Yes.
But
you got to go for it. Yeah.
4, 5, and 6. Okay, very good.
You got the Aurora Energy.
We did, bro.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know, right? I think we just scoop it up at that point. Yeah. We'll discard the quick ball. Don't think we'll need that. And then we use our GX.
Yep. So I'm stuck here with my Malamar active, and at this point, cool. Looking at, I've got these two guys kind of built up. It would be horrible. How many cards in your hand?
3.
Yeah, I mean, like, I almost can't poltergeist here at the risk of
you only need
having,
one.
But the consequences, JW.
You're right.
If you do not have one,
I did discard
are
quick ball.
so grave that I cannot take that chance.
Right.
So
I think that's fair.
I guess I think that is correct. So we are going to attach the balloon there, and it's not anything that I want to gust up necessarily. I think, this is my last great catcher. We just have
this
to.
feels good to
go data
pitch
change.
there.
Yes. So we're gonna data change to see 6 new ones. 3, 4, 5, 6.
So let's take a look at the attackers that you have available to you. Mega Lopunny, that would get you a knockout. Ultra Necrozma, that would get you a knockout.
I'm looking at
Trevin and Dusknoir.
Trevin and Dusknoir is the guy. I want to
that's the
move
dude.
your hand to 1 card. That seemed pretty good. So see, I have my 2 Malamars out. That's pretty par for the course here. You will say, 2 is like usually the max that you end up getting with this deck. So we're gonna go quick ball away the Psychic Energy and just see if we can get another. Yeah, there's the Trevenant and Dusknoir right there.
Very good. You have some way to pitch it as well.
I do. I've got another quick ball.
Okay.
So we're gonna quick ball the second Trevenant and Dusknoir, and just get ourselves probably the Latios GX, just because if I end up pitching it, we end up pitching it. It just thins the deck 1.
Yep.
And I've got 1 Psychic Recharge, and I can do it. The issue is, I do have the Swell. That's big. But you've got the Marshadow. The Marshadow is so good.
Very good.
Right, because then you're going to have the option to potentially knock out this Mewtwo, and that could put me in a really compromising situation.
Yep.
Now, alternatively, I guess, I didn't have the cards necessary to be able to take the knockout with Giratina. I have the Giratina in my discard pile, but I had to data change. The bench in this deck gets very jammed very quick. So there's that. I don't have the resources to, I could retreat. I don't have the resources to be able to, do anything other than knock this out with the Mewtwo. I would love to do something else, but I can't. So
you can't afford it. You could go in with the Gengar Mimikyu. The chances are pretty high, I would say, of a 3-card hand to have a
trainer, but I think that's like a potential lose situation.
You're right.
I just lose, if that happens. Right. So at least I have a shot here. I think. I also could just lose here because I have an Aurora Energy in the discard pile. I think this list might only play 2.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to use the Trevenant and Dusknoir and shuffle those guys back into the deck.
Big
so
if true. The Marnie, that was my supporter. That was my supporter.
But you do have.
I do have Jirachi.
Jirachi,
as it were. So these go to the discard. This goes to the active, and I draw for turn.
To answer a question in the chat, no, I'm not currently playing Jirachis in this build of the Mewtwo deck. I've tried it with Jirachi and without Jirachi. I'm just giving both some airtime. I think that it's fine either way.
I don't believe I have a tag call in my hand. I don't believe I have anything.
Any tag supporters, right?
Or I've used both, or I've discarded both. My ADPs are gone, so I could play it now to just give the deck a look, and we can see. I believe, there was nothing there. So keeping the tag call there was good because I could have quick balled. I could have used that for quick ball. So we have the Marnie. We'll take the Marnie off the Stellar Wish, and I'm gonna play the Zapdos. And then we'll go ahead and Marnie.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so my hand's going to the bottom of my deck.
Zapdos
just feels good to have on the board at this point, I think.
You need.
Yo!
No way! Go!
No
well,
way.
we didn't get exactly. We didn't get exactly everything we needed. Everybody can chill.
No
but
way. Everybody can chill.
No, actually, no. This is exactly what we needed. Oh,
you need 1 saucer.
Oh,
1 shrine.
Oh no, we don't. Oh crap. Okay, because I was thinking it's almost there. It's almost perfect. because we have the Saucer, we have the Aurora Energy, but we also have a Great Catcher, but we can't use all those things, right? So, yikes, dude. Well,
Regional champions paralyzing Jirachi. You hate to see it.
Oh my gosh. Dude, nobody
You twist
knows.
the Jirachi to the left.
Oh
Everybody
my
knows.
gosh.
A Stellar Wish goes to the left. Everybody knows that.
God.
You twist it to the left.
So we'll Aurora Energy.
What is that?
Well, Aurora Energy. I think I have to go in. This hurts. But I think the play is to do that. I mean, how? Let's see. You can do... You just need one energy, right, to one-shot me in return with the... Oh my gosh. You need one energy, right? You can get me with the Ultra Necrozma.
Yep.
Ultra Necrozma does 260.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That's horrific.
Yes.
So
you just... The only thing you missed was the Shrine to take the knockout?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Man.
So what's the move? Do you Aurora Energy to Zapdos and hit with Zapdos instead?
Well, that's what I was actually trying to consider here. I mean, would that be better?
Yes.
Would that? Okay. You think so? Just hitting for 110?
Well,
that feels
I can't
horrible.
Great Catcher up the
That's
Zacian.
true. You've already used a couple Great
There's
Catchers.
2 Great Catchers down.
All right, so we'll do 110 with the Zappy Boy.
I mean, I think so. And then
I'm running out of energy. That's
you
my
want
problem
to like
too.
stamp me
Right.
and knock this out, and then
Right.
just go for back-to-back knockouts with the Zacian.
Right.
You know, your Zacian can clean up anybody on this bench.
Right.
Once you get
That's
past
true.
the Mewtwo,
That's true.
you
That's
know,
true.
then you can even Phione around.
That's true.
You know,
That's
another
true.
Mewtwo potentially, even if it's a clean one.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna draw for turn, and thank you so much, GX, for that gifted sub. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Let's so here you got a 2-card hand, and the thing
Now,
is,
the other
like
question...
I only have 2 attackers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have Poltergeist,
Yep.
or I have
'Cause you can't-
Perfection.
you can't
the
bench
bench is
anything.
jammed. There was no other way I could have possibly benched anything else. So, you know, I started the Gengar Mimikyu. It's not like I chose to bench
And
this
you
thing.
basically had to play those 2 Dedennes.
Yes, and I
keep
had to play the 2
any kind
Dedenne.
of
I wasn't
momentum.
drawing into supporters, so we had to do that. You need 2 Malamar in play. So I'm just jammed at this point. I can shuffle your whole hand into the deck, which seems pretty good. I could also just...
That does seem very good.
I could also potentially... No, I actually don't have an energy in the discard pile, so I would have to use my research and go for it. I could snipe around the Zapdos. I think that...
I was thinking about that too.
That probably...
That also feels very good because this is hard to...
So I'm going to switch...
Hard
It's
to
hard
move.
to move. Right.
Hard to move.
So
I need a
think
switch.
I think that's ideal for me. So I am going to just use the Professor's Research and draw 7 cards. And...
Definitely a much different game than the last one.
Yes, for sure. I have Stealthy Hood, I guess, for my Mewtwo. And then I'm going to...
Do you think Stealthy Hood makes more sense on your backup attacker if you're going to bring this one up?
I
So
don't
that
know,
I
like,
can't
what are you-
Phione?
Oh, you can't Phione around it? But you can knock him out. I guess it doesn't really matter. I've already GX'd. It's just in
It's
case you
fine.
play Mimikyu or something.
Oh, yeah.
You
okay.
know,
Okay.
I guess, you
Sure,
know.
Sure.
So then we're going to go there. And I've got the attachments. And I think here we are just looking to snipe around the Zapdos. That or I shuffle
agree.
your entire hand in the deck. I think
I
I'm
think
safer.
shuffling around
Yeah.
seems better. It does drop you to 1 prize, so
Yeah.
that's a consideration.
I think that this
but-
feels better though. So I'm going to
Yeah.
use the Naganadel GX out of the discard pile, Venom Shots, and I'm going to take out the Dedenne over there
Okay.
for 2 prizes. And then, you know,
Yep,
if it
and then
comes
we'll see
down
what
to
happens.
it, I can potentially knock out the Zapdos for game.
Very good. So play the Phione
Yep.
down. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I already have the liabilities on the bench. And then
Right.
we'll research. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, all right. So we get a switch into Jirachi.
Now it's possible here, you know, with my board. Let's see,
Let's go to the quick ball.
I've got 2 other Mewtwo's in the discard pile.
Right.
So you know that I have 2 Mewtwo's, Trevnor, Mega Lopunny, and Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this stuff is in the discard pile. I actually have no way to attack with the Mewtwo next turn.
Sorry, that was a quick ball. I was looking here.
Yeah.
I need to shuffle that.
So if you just...
And then now I'm going to Stellar Wish. Sorry, I did those kind of in the same.
I think actually I cannot win this game.
I can't disrupt your hand.
Yes, that's fine. I think so long as you take out this Mewtwo, I don't have a valid backup attacker. Everybody's had to hit the bin because of the fact that I was just jammed on bench space and having to play researches and Dedennes.
Trying to think. Actually, this doesn't make a lot of sense. The switch makes more sense. So yeah, the switch makes more sense. Sorry. There's 6 cards. I would take the switch. There. 2 switches, 6 cards. Take the switch. Bring that to hand. That's the way I win the game. We'll play a big charm here on the Zacian Energy. I'll go ahead and pop the Marshadow to get rid of the Swell. Go ahead and get rid of the Chaotic Swell.
Okay.
And then I'll play my own Shrine just to have it.
Yep.
Retreat. Oh man.
I have to hit 250 to win with Gengar Mimikyu. All my other attackers are in the discard pile. I had to chew through all of them.
But I draw 4 cards.
You do draw 4 cards. Yeah.
Okay, well,
I mean, like, what other options do you have?
Yep.
Yeah. So, it's gone now. Shrine ticks these guys. Now you're on a 1-turn clock.
Yep.
To be able to win the game, I would just need to literally Gus. I mean, even Phione would win me the game. Anything. We're gonna Cherish Ball. I am sure there's like.
Well, Phione wouldn't win you. I do have a Zacian.
Oh, you got another Zacian. Yeah, no, Phione wouldn't win me. A Mewtwo, but I can't get enough energy on a Mewtwo either.
Right.
I mean, really, like, what can I do to this thing now with only this much energy going on? I started the Gengar Mimikyu. I couldn't, you know, obviously that would rather be a Mewtwo, but I started this thing, and it's just been here the entire game, and I cannot get rid of it.
Riley says, JW, you definitely burn the switch there. I agree. I shouldn't, actually, what I should have not done is grabbed it off the Stellar Wish. That's totally, I was like not even thinking about drawing 4 prizes, you know?
Right.
But yeah, you're totally right, Riley.
Right, because all I can do is go in with a Poltergeist, and you got 5.
I got 4.
Ah, well then that's game.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, because I can.
You have the switch now. Yeah, so that's it.
Well played.
Yeah, well played. Yeah, so, yeah, insane there. I just couldn't cook up the final knockouts with the Malamar and Mewtwo deck. I think that the Malamar Mewtwo deck seems cool. I love the Gengar and Mimikyu. I think one of the biggest weaknesses of this deck compared to a traditional Welder Mewtwo deck is its damage output. I mean, at the end of the game, you are limited. You can only attach 3 energy per turn. Your bench is just critically jammed.
And it's a little bit awkward because you're in this current list. You're only playing the 2 Aurora, I believe.
Yeah.
And so you're discarding so much. Dedennes, researches,
sure, but
quick
even
balls,
like a
all that stuff.
even 3 Aurora, I didn't have enough bench space to put another Mewtwo down.
Right.
So I could only ever have 1.
Right.
There's these hands you get into where you have to data change. You have to set up 2 Malamars. I have to have, you know, I started this guy. There's no other space for, you know, for it to build up another Mewtwo. I didn't have room for 2 Mewtwo's. So it was certainly a grind there as far as that is concerned.
You almost wonder if maybe there's a routing option you can take that doesn't involve a tag team. So, for instance, putting the Ultra Necrozma on the bench and powering that up.
Sure.
Maybe that's something that, you know, and then you try to force the 7 prizes.
Right. Something like that. But it's so bad because I started the Gengar Mimikyu.
It's also difficult going into this matchup, right? Because I'm taking the extra prizes.
I started the Gengar Mimikyu, so, like, that was a fact of this matchup that, like, I was going to lose 4 prizes here. Yeah. You know, I mean, no matter what. So it just is really tough there. But anyways, great games, JW, and I'm glad that the Zapdos got to really kind of...
The Zapdos showed its power in the first game.
For sure.
So.
Thank you all if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Check out fullgripgames.com and fullgripcodes.com for all your sword and shield singles and PTC Geo codes instantly delivered via email.